get to the other side.
There's big enough space to walk on.
Okay, so let's stop right here for 1 second because it's a good place to start, and I heard some good feedback already. Some good feedback.
What's feedback?
Telling me things.
Yeah.
What did you tell me about the crosswalk?
The sidewalk is pretty big. Yeah.
The sidewalk is a good size so far, right? I think a couple people could walk here side by side if we were walking like this. Cracks on the sidewalk.
And there's a black paint.
The black paint?
Someone could definitely trip on this.
Yeah. By the stairs. And what did you notice on the other side, guys?
There's no ramp.
No ramp at crossing. Okay. Yes, did you have something else?
Down by where that lady's house was, where we saw that there was there were little holes in the ground. So if somebody was if somebody was in a wheelchair and they were coming across, they could get stuck in there, and when they went through, they could fall back. The sidewalk's close to the road.
Right now, right? Here we are. There's the road, and here we are.
And what was Liliana saying about the stairs?
They're kind of slanted, so if you were to run down the stairs, you could fall head first and split your head wide open.
So they're slanted down instead of back a little bit. Mr. Cullenen, did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
And this is our Aspire program from Bellows Falls, or some of them anyway, so the kids are with us all day. And
Oh, you're over there.
we've walked up School Street and down Main, and we've taken a look, and we had some great observations. Does anyone want to raise their hand and share something?
Yeah, I'd like to know what you guys have seen.
Randy, right here.
There's not that much paint on the crosswalks.
Okay.
Paint on the
So we've
crosswalk.
made note of a few different crosswalks where some paint would be helpful.
Okay.
Dylan?
On Green Street, there was no ramp.
When
Oh, a
you're
ramp.
crossing to the stairs, there's not a ramp there, right?
Okay.
Right, okay, and Liliana?
If you were on the stairs on School Street, the stairs are slanted to the sidewalk. So if you were running down the stairs, you could fall face first and you could crack your head.
Oh, okay.
We figured they were a little worn, so you actually tilt forward when you
Okay.
walk, right? Yeah, so that was an interesting observation. And Thomas?
Some of the sidewalk was broken.
Some of the side, Randy?
Some of the sidewalk is lower on this street.
On this street?
On School Street, they're higher.
Uh-huh. And how does that make you feel when it's higher? What does that do? It makes you feel safer? And Liliana, walking, we know we have to be careful at all driveways, right? But how about in a place like this? Is there anything, Mr. Cullenen, that could be done here to make it a little bit safer? Fill in the cracks. Okay. Is it too close to the same color? Like, see the color of the sidewalk? See the color of the sidewalk there, and then the color of the sidewalk over there? And this doesn't seem, it's too close to the color of the road. Does it feel like a sidewalk?
No.
What would make it feel more like a sidewalk?
Putting it darker.
Making it darker might work, yeah. What else?
If you added a lighter color.
A lighter color? Or, what about like those lines? What if there were just lines, like on the side? Would that make it feel more like a sidewalk? So cars can look like a sidewalk?
Something better so that cars go where they're supposed to be and where people are supposed to be instead.
Right. That seems like that would be it. All right. Still very close to the road, and we can see that cars come right onto it, but at least it does have lines, so that's a little bit better. All right, let's be a little bit careful going through here.
Yeah, even farther down, where the little bit of land kind of juts out. Question question about whether the thing in front of Fat Frank's ought to be parking, or that car just pulled in.
Right.
Those are things that we definitely need to look at.
So let me ask a couple more questions. We already talked about broken and cracked sidewalks and some places where there was shrubbery or bushes and no shoulder. We talked about the needs for striped crosswalks and ramps. Did we see places where trees or plants blocked our view of traffic? Did we see that?
Yes, the bushes.
The bushes, right on. And I made note that that was on Williams, Atkinson, and Oak Street, a bush blocking, right? That was one place. Okay. So overall, how do we think that that walk was? Is it something you feel comfortable with? Would you say okay, or pretty good, or needs work, or it was
Needs
terrible?
work. Needs work.
You think?
Good. Pretty good.
Pretty, like, okay, so it's somewhere between if it was pretty good or, oh gosh, I don't think I'd feel comfortable. Where are we? Who thinks
Pretty
it was,
good.
who was pretty good? Pretty good, we feel pretty comfortable?
Yeah.
Needs a little bit of work? So, okay, but it needs work? Would that be a good place to put it?